I'd like to welcome everyone, say hi to Dr. Kate over there. This is Sequoia. My name's Brad Russell. I'm doing the Spinpoi certificate, and I've been spinning poi for a little bit over 20 years now, teaching for about that time as well, and I'm really excited to extend that knowledge towards people like Sequoia and into a therapeutic environment. So first I wanted to ask, have you seen or done poi before, Sequoia?
In New Zealand, yes.
You have, in New Zealand?
Yes.
Cool. So you're aware that the poi comes from New Zealand, the Maori people?
Yes.
And for them it's considered a treasure that's used for all sorts of different practices, including spiritual and religious practices, as well as physical and all manner. And it's also blossomed into an international movement of poi, which is a little bit different to the traditional version, which is what we're going to be exploring mostly today. So, with that being said, we'd like to pay respect to the Maori people and thank you for the poi, and let us have fun and play together and let the poi bring us strength and joy and all these wonderful things. Let's see how we go.
Balance.
Cool. And yeah, balance and things like that. Okay. So make sure that you feel comfortable. If you need any breaks, let me know. Yeah, let's see how we go. So first we're going to start with a little bit of a warm-up. In fact, we'll just drop the poi down. I can get them for you again. And we're just going to start with our hands moving in little circles in both directions. Nice. And then go down and up and down and up. Only a comfortable range is fine. Cool. Now our elbows. See if we can warm up our elbows a little bit, lubricate them a little bit. All right, nice. Even your shoulders a little bit, see if you can give them a bit of a wiggle as well. Okay, now can you point one leg out and do circles with your ankle and the other direction as well? And now point your toe and flex it back, point it and flex it back. Nice. Now the other leg, let's go in some circles, and then in the other direction. Hey, you're doing great, huh? This is good. Point it forwards, and up, and forwards, and up. All right. So now we're going to pick up one poi, and we're going to hold it from the handle to the head like that. And we're going to reach down as far as is comfortable, yeah? Doesn't have to be as far as you want, yeah? And then you're going to come back up again, and bring it up to as high as you can. Just being comfortable, don't hurt yourself at all, okay? Now back down. We're going to do that a few times. Okay? Wonderful. One more time maybe, I think it's good for that, hey? Yeah? Feels good? Nice. So now we might do some torso twists. Just to one side, and then to the other, and then this side, and then the other. Beautiful. Okay, and then side bends as well. So hold up to one as far as you can. Can you bring it down to one side? Ooh, big stretch there. And then down to this side. Beautiful. And again. One more time, it's nice. Okay. And back down again and just be comfy for a moment. Okay. So, now that we've done that, we're going to let one poi hang down. And we're going to put both our hands out. This one's called a rainbow pass. So we bring our hands up and pass the poi to the other hand. Yes. and then back down again the other side. And pass it to here. Okay, now only to comfortable range of motion. Bring it in closer. Beautiful. Oh, that one's difficult, eh? That's very difficult. Okay. All right, we won't stretch that too much. Okay, so now the next one's called a marionette. If you like, you can hold it a little bit shorter. Yeah, and we'll hold it over one knee. And we're going to lift up the poi and your knee at the same time. And then back down again. All right. And 3, 4, and then hold this one up a tiny bit. All right, and down. Cool. That one's called a marionette. It's like a puppet, right? So hold it over your knee, and lift it up and down. Whoa, up and down. Up and down. Okay, and can you hold that one just for a second or two? And then down again. Nice. So good. Oh. That one's, yeah, you've got a injured shoulder, yeah. Okay, so now we'll drop down the poi again and just shake it all out a bit. Cool. How are you feeling so far? That's okay?
Ones I do every day. So physiologist that stuff and
Yeah?
every day.
That's good for you,
Yeah,
you think?
I do it every day. Everything.
Wonderful.
Physiologist.
Cool. And I wasn't pushing you too hard at all?
That's good. No.
Okay, cool. Because let me know if I do. So now we'll grab one again, and we'll actually we'll start with 2. Most of this is going to be with one poi, but this first exercise we're actually doing with 2. So we're going to be holding them up in front of you. If you like, you can make them shorter. So here I can hold it out, coming from the top of in between your finger and finger there, finger and thumb. Yeah, there you go. So that way it's a little bit shorter and easier to handle just for this exercise. So we're just going to do pendulums in front of us like this. Nice. Yes. Okay. Cool. You're doing well with that arm. You are. Now you're doing really fantastic. We can make them look bigger or smaller. You can have a little play around with, how far you want to move them. If there was music on, we could try and do it to beat. Now, so that was going in the same time, So now we're going to do them in the opposite time. So they're coming up in the middle at the same time. And still in this pendulum motion. Whoa, that's a stretch, isn't it? Cool. Nice. Beautiful. That's enough for that one now. That's nice to see. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're actually going to put one of them down. Cool, just drop one of them, and we'll be doing a front plane spinning. So you're going to start going clockwise. Yes. All right, and then we can swing it to one side and go back the other way. Whoa, nice. Now we're going anti-clockwise. Cool. Yep. Beautiful. Okay. Now, when you're doing that, can you lift up your leg and then pop it down again? Awesome. Do that another time. Cool. That's good. Now let's do that swing and change directions again. Beautiful. Can you lift that leg again? Oh, that's really good. All right, and then stop. Cool. How do you think you're going to go with this arm? Do you want to have a go? All right. So let's see if we can get it to spin in front of us. Oh, yes, yes. Okay. Don't push yourself too far. Let me know if you need to stop. That's fantastic. Yes. Yes. So good.
The other way.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Do you want to see if you can go the other direction?
Maybe the other way.
Yeah. Using different muscles in your hand and arm to go in both directions. No. Cool. All right. Well done. Have a little break. Shake that out if you need to. Okay. As I said at the start, let me know if you need a break at any point or if you need to have a drink. Okay. Okay. So now this next one, I think you know pretty well actually. We're going to go down here. Once again, if you need to shorten the poi, you can. That's fine. And try going in both directions. Beautiful. And see how small you can make the circles. And then can you make them big again? Yes. And change directions whenever you're comfortable. Should we try going small again? Good. And then gradually get bigger and bigger and bigger again. Yes. Cool. Now stop. How's your shoulder feeling? Is it all right?
That shoulder's fine.
This one's a bit achy?
This one's, I feel it.
Well, let's have a little go. We won't do it for as long as the other one. Well, let's try doing the floor plane with this one. So this one's in parallel with the floor. And we'll try that in both directions. You were doing really well straight away with that one. Awesome. Awesome. So good, Sequoia. I know how hard that must be, hey. It must be really difficult. Yeah. So you're doing fantastic. Oh, yeah. Wow, yeah, that looks really painful. You're doing fantastic, hey.
Functioning.
Yeah. Thanks for coming down here with me today. Okay, so now the next one we're going to go on the ceiling plane, which is above our head. Nice. Okay, and we can bring it down and change directions. And then down again. Ooh. All right. So, do you think you can do it with this one? Okay. If you're happy to try, that's fine. Yes. So good. All right. That's good. Yeah, yeah. You're doing so well. Cool. You're even keeping it nice and flat. That's great. Okay. Good catch. Hey, good catch. All right. Yeah, have a drink break. That's good. Fantastic. I'm just going to make sure that the camera's still on.
Broke this one.
You broke that one too?
Yeah, it just fractured down the radius. I twisted it.
Oh, wow.
I twisted it.
Well, and that one,
That was January and that one was July a year ago.
yeah. So you've had a few arm issues.
Yeah.
Wow.
Last year.
Well, thanks for coming down with me today. Hopefully it's really helpful for you.
Yeah, it's really.
Yeah, we can do some more sessions as well. So we're still going to keep with just one poi, and we're going to be spinning on one side, so on the side plane, as if you're inside a corridor and there's a wall on either side. That's great. So at the moment you're spinning forwards. If it was a wheel, it was spinning forwards, and then we'll try backwards as well. Yes, so good. Okay, alrighty. Now if you want, change hands. And we'll just try forwards again. Beautiful. So while we're here, we can observe the angle and try and make sure that we're kind of flat if there was a wall next to us. Beautiful. And we can stop and go backwards. Nice. That's also looking nice and flat. Fantastic. All right, and stop. Cool. So now the next one is 2 hands, and we'll see how we go with it. Please let me know if you're uncomfortable. I really don't want to push you or hurt your shoulder at all. So what we're going to be doing is on the front plane with both hands trying to spin the poi. I'm holding them a bit shorter as well. Yeah. And we're going to be spinning them in the same direction. See how you go with that. That's coming towards it. There you go. This one's really pushing you a bit, but you're starting off perfect. There you go. Yeah. You got it. Ha-ha. All right. And then try the other way. You got it. Oh, that left one's really difficult, isn't it? Yeah. Yes. Now, the last thing we're going to do is to see if we can go opposite directions, which is coming down in the middle. So probably try holding them a little shorter again. This is the last exercise, so after this we'll do a little bit of a bit more spinning and then we'll be done. That's it. You got it. Good. Beautiful. Thank you, Sequoia. That's a good workout for your arm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. That's probably a nice time to do some stretches, if you'd like. Okay. Oh, wonderful. So, how are you feeling? You okay? So, let's try some one-handed stuff. We'll give this arm a break because it's a little sore. But let's just have a little bit of a play. I'll give you a moment to just do whatever you like. You know, anything you like, make it shorter, longer, change directions, yeah. Woo! That's so good. Hey, here's one that I'd really like to try just for fun.
Yeah.
Do you think keeping it in that hand, you could reach your hand over to the other side here and go on this wall? Hey, cool. Oh, nice. Both directions, so good. If you'd like.
Sure.
Yeah, just have a little play. See what feels good.
Oops.
Nice.
Other way. Oh, that feels a little warm.
All right. And pass it back to the other hand. Whew. Oh, cool.
That one down. Interesting.
Yeah, that's good. So now we're going from side plane to side plane.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, do you think you'll be all right with that arm? Whoa!
So what am I doing this way? Like, what was I doing?
So we're going from the side plane to the other side plane
Okay.
to over here, but we're transitioning from left to right over and over again.
Oi.
That's so good. Considering how sore that arm is, that's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for being really brave and trying that. That's so cool, hey?
Oh,
Yes.
it's twisting her.
It's getting a lot of movement into it, isn't it?
Yeah.
It really is. Cool. Let's give it a little break again. That's so cool. All right. So now there is a little bit of a routine that we could learn as well. Now that we've just had a bit of a play around, but we could also do this at another stage as well. We can come back and do another session and try this routine again. However, the routine mostly is, I'll walk you through it if you like. So we're starting with pendulums in one hand. Cool. And then we're doing the circles. And then changing directions. Wow, you're doing so fantastic. Cool. And then we would swap hands, which we can skip this if your hand's too sore, but we do pendulums again. And then we'll do a few circles. And then the other direction. You got it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we would repeat that. And then we would go back to the sides and we'd do circles in one direction. Oh, whoops.
Oh.
All right. So, and then we go to the other side. And then back again. And then we do this one backwards and forwards from side to side. There you go, you got it. And then we would swap to the other hand. I think we'll give your arm a break if you like, or you're happy to do it? Okay. So try going forwards. Yeah. And then we'll come to the other side. Oh, it's tricky. Just going forwards is good. And then the next bit would be to do that as well. I understand that's a real tricky one though, so I'm happy to... You're doing so well. Cool. And then, so that's it though. So that routine, I've actually done that to music as well, which we could learn, which is one hand and then circles, and then the other hand pendulums, and then circles, repeated, and then the sides. Yeah. So, now let's put the poi down for a little moment. And shake out your arms and shoulders and just have a little stretch out.
What I can do it. I can hear it.
Okay. So we'll do our wrists again and in both directions. And elbows as well, and shoulders. Okay, now we'll do some deep breaths. So in and out, in, out, again, in and out. Last one, in and out. Okay, so now with that breathing we're going to do some Qigong movements. This first one, we'll put our arms hanging down by our sides. And as we breathe in, we lift our arms up and then out, back down. And in and out. In and out. One more time, in and out. Okay. A little shake. So the next one we'd like to try in our warm down movements is putting your arms forward, and as you breathe in, you bring them out to where's comfortable, and then breathe out. And then in and out, and in and out. This one's called broadening the chest. In and out. Okay, one more, in and out. And then the last one is called scooping the sea. So as you breathe in, you hug yourself and come up. And then put your arms out as you breathe out. Come back and hug yourself in, and then arms out. Scooping in, hugging yourself again, come up, and arms out as you breathe out. Okay, that's called scooping the sea. Okay, so thank you so much for coming down with me today and playing Poi.
Thank you.
That was really fun. And hopefully we'll have another go sometime. Thanks for participating, and thank you, Sequoia, for being part of my video for Spinpoi. And yeah, thank you very much.